Shopify versus Etsy. Which platform sells best? Are you trying to figure out whether Shopify or Etsy is the better place to sell your products? Whether you're an artist, a handmade goods creator, or starting an e-commerce brand, choosing the right platform can make a huge difference in your success. In this video, we're going to compare Shopify and Etsy side by side, looking at which one offers better tools, reach, and sales potential. So if you're wondering where your products will sell best, stick around. This comparison is for you. So you wanted to find out the difference between Shopify and, of course, Etsy. Well, in this video, I'm going to walk you through the comparison in a very easy and straightforward way so you can understand which one suits your needs best. First of all, when we're talking about the comparison between both platforms, let's start by discussing Shopify. Now, Shopify is an e-commerce platform that allows you to create your own fully functional online store. It provides a wide range of customization options, including professional themes, third-party applications, and powerful integrations. With Shopify, you have complete control over your brand's look and feel, as well as your customers' overall shopping experience. What we really like about Shopify is that it lets you set up an online store almost instantly. You get access to beautiful themes, a blogging section, the ability to create custom pages, organize navigation menus, and configure a variety of store settings. And one of the most powerful features is the Apps section. Shopify gives you access to a whole library of applications you can install to expand your store's capabilities. Whether you want to add more functionality or even dive into custom code, Shopify makes that possible. Now, let's move on and take a look at Etsy. Etsy is a marketplace specifically built for handmade, vintage, and unique goods. It's well known for its strong community of creative sellers and buyers who are looking for special, often one-of-a-kind items. If your goal is to get started quickly and access a built-in audience of millions, Etsy is a great place to begin. The main difference between Shopify and Etsy is clear. Shopify is a platform that helps you create a standalone e-commerce store, while Etsy is a ready-made marketplace that focuses on handmade and creative goods. This means Etsy doesn't give you a full website, but it still offers some important features to help you launch your shop. For example, setting up an Etsy store is completely free. You don't need to pay anything up front. You will, however, need to pay a small listing fee, usually around 20 cents per item, and there may be some commission fees when you make a sale. But aside from that, there are no major costs, which is a big advantage if you want to start selling right away inside an already established marketplace. Now let's move on to something else. Let's talk about the features and the level of flexibility each platform provides. When it comes to feature flexibility, Shopify definitely stands out. It offers far more customization options and control over how your store looks and functions. You can choose from a wide variety of themes and install different applications to enhance your store's overall functionality and user experience. On the other hand, Etsy provides a much simpler setup process and comes with built-in traffic. But it's important to understand that Etsy gives you far less control when it comes to branding, layout, and design. So while it's very easy to get started with, you won't have the freedom to shape the customer experience the way you would with Shopify. This basically means that while Etsy gives you a faster and easier entry point, especially for selling right away, Shopify gives you much more power to build something that's truly your own. With Shopify, you're creating your very own store, completely from scratch, with the ability to connect to other platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and even online marketplaces. This gives you more long-term flexibility and scalability. But if you're just getting started and want to make sales as soon as possible, Etsy might actually be a quicker path. Since it already has a massive audience browsing for products, you can tap into that and start selling sooner, without having to worry about building your own brand presence from the ground up. Now let's go ahead and talk about the pricing and the fees involved. Shopify requires a monthly subscription fee to keep your store running. In addition, there are transaction fees applied to every sale you make. But in return, you also get the ability to build a long-term brand and potentially earn more profit per sale, especially as your store grows over time. On the flip side, Etsy has a different approach. You only need to pay a small fee to list each item, around 20 cents, and then a transaction fee once that item sells. This gives you access to their massive marketplace and millions of buyers without any upfront monthly charges. So if your products don't sell, you're not losing money on monthly subscriptions, which makes Etsy a very low-risk starting point. That being said, if you're not making any sales on Etsy, you still don't owe them much, just the listing fee. But as soon as you start generating sales, Etsy will take a small commission per transaction. This setup works really well if you want to test the waters with minimal risk. Now back to Shopify, another great feature worth mentioning is its starter plan. This plan is perfect for beginners and super simple to use. It allows you to start selling your products online within minutes without needing any technical knowledge. You don't have to worry about installing apps, building an entire online store, or coding anything. Instead, with the starter plan, you can focus solely on selling. It's designed for people who want to showcase their products on social media and drive sales through platforms like Instagram or Facebook. You get a simple link in bio style layout, and the best part is, it only costs $5 per month. So, all in all, both platforms offer great value depending on what you're looking for. If your priority is to start selling right away without learning anything technical, Etsy might be the better choice. It's beginner-friendly, risk-free, and connects you to a large audience. But if you're planning to build your own brand and want more control over your business, Shopify offers that flexibility and power, even with its budget-friendly starter plan. But still, if you're someone who's focused on building an actual brand, something more than just selling handmade products, then I strongly suggest giving Shopify a try. Even if you don't want to commit to the full plan right away, you can simply start with their basic starter plan. It follows a simple product-based approach, letting you showcase your items on social platforms and see how much traction you get from there. It's a low-risk way to test Shopify's capabilities without diving all in. So now, the big question, which platform is better? Well, that entirely depends on your business goals and personal preferences. If you're someone who wants full control over your store's branding, layout, and overall customer experience, then Shopify might be the better option for you. It gives you the flexibility to grow and expand your business just the way you want. On the other hand, if you're focused on selling handmade, one-of-a-kind, or vintage items, and you prefer a fast and simple setup with built-in traffic, then Etsy could be the better choice. It's easier to start with, and you can reach a large community of buyers right away. At the end of the day, it really comes down to what you need. Consider your goals, your audience, and the kind of experience you want to offer when choosing the right platform. I hope this comparison helped you get a clearer idea of what each platform offers and which one aligns best with your vision. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content around e-commerce and entrepreneurship. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one.